welcome to Technology Paul. Today I'm super excited to show you the BenQ GR10 Mobile Dock, which is part of their Be Creatus line of products. This is a powerful USB 4 docking station that promises to seamlessly switch between work and play, making it perfect for those of us who split time between productivity and gaming. I'll be taking you through everything from the unboxing experience to my real-life impressions of using it in both work and gaming setups. We'll go through the nitty-gritty of its design, performance, and how it can be used in different scenarios. So let's dig in. Let's start with the unboxing. Right off the bat, I was impressed by the packaging. It was all cardboard and paper, so there's definitely a sustainability aspect that I appreciate. These days, when a product takes the time to consider its environmental footprint, it really adds a positive first touch to the experience. Once I had the GR10 out, it immediately stood out to me how solid the build quality is. The aluminum alloy surface not only feels premium, but gives you a reassuring sense that the dock is built to last. It feels weighty without being cumbersome, which is exactly what I want in a dock. Durability combined with portability. Another thing I loved is the grippy bottom. It keeps the dock firmly in place on my desk, no sliding around when I'm plugging and unplugging. The flip out stand pad has this nice grooved texture, and I found it super easy to flip down with just one finger. The grooves add just enough friction, which means no more fumbling around, and the overall build feels thoughtfully designed. The BenQ GR10 Mobile Dock comes equipped with a variety of ports. It features one USB-C PD in port for 100-watt power delivery, allowing you to keep your devices charged while in use. Additionally, there is another USB-C port for connecting peripherals, alongside two USB-A ports, each offering a transfer speed of 10 gigabits per second. For high-speed internet connectivity, the dock includes a 2.5 gigabit LAN port. Lastly, the dock has an HDMI 2.1 port, capable of outputting video up to 4K at 120 Hz or 8K at 60 Hz. Overall, it was a pleasant unboxing experience, and my first impressions were excellent. Everything about the GR10, from its design to its packaging, made me feel like I was dealing with a product that's built with attention to detail. When it comes to setting up the GR10, it really delivers on its promise of being plug and play. I used it with a few devices, including my MSI Claw A1M, my iPhone, and my MacBook Pro. And the process was as easy as swapping the USB-C cable from one device to the other. There were no complex drivers or lengthy installations. Just plug it in and get started. What's cool about the GR10 is the magnetic 90-degree connector. You can pop it off and swap it out if it's not ideal for your setup, opting for a straight connection instead. Plus, when the 90-degree connector is not in use, you can store it in the bottom of the dock. It magnetically attaches inside the dock for secure storage, which helps keep everything organized. The magnetic connector is a small but thoughtful feature. One of the big selling points for the GR10 is the ease of switching between a work setup and a gaming setup. And honestly, it lives up to that ideal. The 2-in-1 flip stand design makes it super easy to dock a handheld gaming console like a Steam Deck or the MSI Claw. You just flip the stand pad down, dock the device, and plug in the USB-C cable. It's that simple. Plus, it includes PD 3.0 100-watt charging pass-through, ensuring that almost any mobile device will stay charged while you work or play. When I tested it, I switched between typing out scripts on my laptop to a gaming session with the MSI Claw, and the process was seamless. No extra steps, no fiddling, just plug, dock, and play. The flip stand design really makes a difference for both stability and ease of use when using handheld gaming consoles like the MSI Claw. However, it's worth noting that using the flip stand with a laptop isn't recommended, as the weight of the laptop might be too much for the stand. Instead, you keep the flip stand closed when using a laptop. It made switching between productivity and entertainment as easy as flipping a switch. Another noteworthy point is the flexibility it brings to different workspaces. Whether you're in a home office, at a cafe, or in a hotel, having that single dock that works with all your devices really cuts down on the hassle of carrying multiple adapters and accessories. It's great for travel since it's so portable. You can just slip it into your bag with your devices and take it anywhere. This makes it not just a great dock, but an all-around all-around excellent productivity tool. One drawback is the limited number of USB-C ports. The PD in port is USB-C, but since it's used for power input, that leaves just one USB-C port available for peripherals. For instance, I connected my Logitech webcam to that port. In addition, there are two more USB-A ports, giving you a total of 3 USB ports aside from the PD in port, each with an available transfer speed of 10 gigabits per second. However, with most devices now transitioning to USB-C, having an additional USB-C port would be ideal for future-proofing and convenience. Now let's talk about performance. I tested the GR10 with a 1080p monitor that supports 120 Hz, and I tested it on another monitor that supports 4K resolution. I did notice smooth visuals at 120 Hz, though to be fair, the MSI Claw I was using probably couldn't take full advantage of the higher refresh rate due to its own limitations. Still, for what it's worth, the experience felt responsive and the visuals were sharp. The color depth and clarity, especially when gaming, really helped to make the experience immersive. I can imagine that on a more powerful gaming laptop, this dock could easily provide an even better experience. Another plus is the cooling design. The aluminum alloy surface kept things under control during longer gaming sessions. The GR10 definitely got warm, but never to the point where it was uncomfortable to touch, which is exactly what you want when you're docking high-performance devices. This also means that you can game or work for extended periods without worrying about your dock overheating or causing issues. Feels like BenQ has managed to strike the right balance here between performance and practicality. In addition to cooling, I also appreciated the high-speed 2.5 gigabit LAN port. Whether for gaming or video streaming, the connection remains stable and fast. The actual USB-C connector that plugs into your computer or gaming device is an adequate length, but could benefit from being about an inch longer. When connecting my MSI Claw, I found that I had to adjust the placement slightly to the right on the dock to ensure the connector reached comfortably. It felt a bit tight without this adjustment, so a slightly longer cable would have been more convenient. Overall, my experience with the BenQ GR10 Mobile Dock has been very positive, with very few drawbacks. On the positive side, it's easy to use, genuinely versatile, and has a solid build quality that makes it feel like a lasting part of your setup. The design is well thought out, with useful features like the magnetic 90-degree connector and the 100-watt charging pass-through, which makes it a convenient choice for both work and gaming. The portability of the GR10 also stands out, making it great for travel and various workspaces. The number of USB-C ports is limited, with only one USB-C port available for peripherals after using the PD in port for power. This might be a drawback as more devices transition to USB-C, and the USB-C connector itself could also be a bit longer for easier compatibility with all handheld gaming systems. If you're someone who uses both handheld consoles and laptops, or if you need a reliable docking solution that can handle work and play, the GR10 is a great choice. It adapts effortlessly to different setups, providing an all-in-one solution that helps simplify your digital life. The combination of build quality, versatility, and convenience makes it a valuable addition to any setup. I hope this review has helped you decide if the BenQ GR10 is right for you. It currently goes for $109 and is available on the Amazon US site, with a link in the description below. It can also be purchased on the US BenQ website, also in the description. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more tech reviews. Your support helps me bring more content like this to you. I'll see you in the next video.